There has always been controversy surrounding Joy Behar. However, things have gotten out of hand this time around. The possibility of a lawsuit now exists, and it might be the final straw that removes her from public view. The disturbing new accusations that threaten to destroy everything that Behar stands for have fans inconsolable. What specifically did she say, though, to start this destructive firestorm? Does The View's history come to an end? The current drama is upending daytime television, and you won't believe what's going to happen next. What is ABC going to do next? Perhaps this is the last straw that will compel Joy to leave the show that made her famous? I assure you that this is only the start. Stay with us. Like, subscribe, and embrace who you are, because we're going to learn what happens next, and this scandal is far from done. This is something you should not miss.
May have your jobs because of wokeness, but do not smear a competent professional woman like Karoline Leavitt with your nonsense, and don't lie about this being her first job. We know what you're doing there. And I mentioned Joy Behar. Here is Joy objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's hot.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. What matters to this president and this administration is how well you can do your job, and the American people agree with that sentiment. So it's about competence, skill, and merit. And so the president is focused on ensuring that the most competent individuals, the best and the brightest in this country, are in positions in this federal government.
As if daytime television couldn't be any more ridiculous, Joy Behar has found herself in a situation that nobody anticipated. It's not simply a reaction this time, though. It's a full-fledged controversy that has the potential to permanently alter perceptions. What has she said that has angered her followers, detractors, and even fans? Once you hear this, there's no turning back, so fasten your seatbelt. A apparently routine conversation began, but Joy Behar's bold and inappropriate remark put the audience in stunned silence. Smiling, she aimed her remark at Donald Trump's press secretary, Karoline Leavitt, which many are seeing as not only offensive, but also utterly hypocritical. She implied that Trump gave Leavitt a 10, and that's why she was hired, not her qualifications or expertise. That's correct. Behar downgraded a political lady to her appearance on live television. There was an instant response, with audience members gasping and her co-hosts looking surprised. People from all political persuasions called her out on social media, which exploded in a conflagration of indignation. How could someone who is always advocating for women's liberation and feminism suddenly make such a statement? Was this, worse yet, the last straw that would cause the perspective to collapse? Hold on, though, because this is only the start. Karoline Leavitt wasn't going to remain silent, and the entertainment industry was rocked by what she did next. A lawsuit that had the potential to do the unimaginable push Joy Behar permanently out of the public eye. What follows then? Will ABC continue to support her, or will this be the turning point that ends her career? The response was immediate as soon as Joy Behar's statements were heard. Despite the astonished quiet of the audience, social media quickly erupted in fury. Joy Behar's cancellation went viral in a matter of minutes, as indignant supporters and detractors alike criticized the hypocrisy. This time, Behar was not only dealing with conservative criticism, her fury had been directed at persons of all political persuasions. Outrage was rife on Twitter. Does Joy Behar believe that women should support one another unless she dislikes them? Irrational hypocrisy. After this, even devoted followers of The View appeared shook and uncertain about their ability to support Baha'u'llah. While some attempted to dismiss it as simply another casual comment, it wasn't going away quickly this time. The controversy made headlines, news sites picked up the topic, and ABC was under increasing pressure. Then followed the unexpected turn of events. Karoline Leavitt responded with something far more serious: a lawsuit, rather than a tweet or a straightforward statement. Behar's remarks were not only divisive but also perhaps libelous, and ABC was now facing a serious issue. Abruptly, the network entered crisis mode. Was it finally time to break things off, or would they support their longtime co-hosts? The stakes had never been greater, and for the first time, it appeared that even Joy Behar's most devoted followers were finding it difficult to stand up for her. Karoline Leavitt made her move, which went beyond a simple social media retort. Just when the debate was about to spiral out of control, she immediately filed a lawsuit. Leavitt reportedly planned to sue Joy Behar for allegedly committing defamatory and character-attacking acts that could cause significant harm to her reputation. Legal professionals were quick to comment. Is it possible that Behar's remarks qualify as slander? Would ABC now be held legally liable for the comments? As the strain on the network increased, management were fully engaged in damage control, according to sources. Would this be the case that ultimately compels The View to act against Joy Behar? Or would ABC attempt to ignore it, as they have in the past? There was no denying that this was not going away lightly. Panic was creeping in at The View behind the scenes. As calls for Joy Behar's dismissal increased, ABC management realized they had to act quickly. Would they do something at last, or would they support their longtime co-host? According to insiders, talks were already underway. The options included forced exit, on-air apology, or suspension. Behar dismissed the criticism and remained stubborn in the meanwhile. But could she really afford to ignore it, especially with legal issues on the horizon and public pressure growing? ABC now had a crucial decision to make: preserve Joy Behar or the reputation of the show. The consequences, in any case, was far from done. Even though Joy Behar has endured a lot of controversy over the years, this one feels different. Even fans who have supported her for years are beginning to wonder whether this is the end of Behar's time on The View. Since a lawsuit is currently pending, the network is putting more pressure on her and fan anger is building.
Okay, and why are the meltdowns always in cars? Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold. Here is her assessment of Trump's new White House press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
The ever-empowering feminist, Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world, because Karoline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees any day.
ABC now has a difficult choice to make. Do they run the danger of upsetting devoted viewers by continuing to feature Behar? Or, to save the program's future, do they sever their relationship with the vocal host?
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table.
Behar has long been renowned for her unrepentant attitude. But could she be compelled to leave at last, with severe legal threats hanging over her? It will surely be remembered as the most spectacular departure the Vista has ever witnessed, if this proves to be the last. On the other hand, it would just confirm what many already think if Behar were to miraculously make it through these choppy waters without getting hurt. Joy Behar can't be stopped. But what are your thoughts? Is this the end of Joy's time on The View, or does she simply have too much power to be defeated? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, and don't forget to stay tuned for our next video. Thank you.